York Jets, who celebrated their first week of the season with the inspiring return of former defensive lineman Dennis Byrd. Incredibly, 1 year after his paralyzing injury, Byrd returned to the Meadowlands walking on his own, hoping to give his team an emotional lift. While the Jets did have their moments of courageous effort, it was a case of too little, too late. A suffocating, sack-happy Bronco defense limited the Jets to a pair of field goals in the first 3 quarters. Denver built up a 26-6 lead thanks to some timely John Elway passing and nifty moves by rookie Glenn Milburn.
Second down and 10 from the 25. Blitz on. Throw goes to Milburn. Spins away at the 20. To the right side he goes. He shoots another man. 10-5, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Oh, what moves by Milburn.
And what a moment at the Meadowlands. Dennis Byrd, the standing ovation. This is the best moment that we've seen on opening day by far. Fans cheer him on. They were trying to cheer on guys like Ronnie Lott on the defense, burying Rod Bernstein. Look at Lott. And he's fired up. But I'll tell you who the Broncos have. Second-round pick from Stanford, Glenn Milburn. He catches, he runs. He's a faster Steve Sewell, Tommy, before he's finally put down by Eric Thomas. Speaking of the rookie, Glenn Milburn from Stanford. John Elway, 11 years ago, the Cardinal, was drafted from them. And Jim Prehistoric Fossil, the new offensive coordinator for the Broncos. And he, of course, helped recruit Elway to Stanford years ago. Elway to Milburn. Then Elway to Milburn. Makes the moves. And look at it, dart in the end zone for a touchdown. 25 yards, 20-6. Elway and the Bronx. Jets defensive coordinator Pete Carroll trying to rally the troops. Bruce Gosselin's club needs a big season from Boomer Esiason. Boomer to Rob Moore. What a combination that was. DS-49 knocks him out of bounds. Boomer's drive of the Jets, last 2 seconds of the third quarter. The bomb to Rob Moore. Oh, let me tell you about Chalet Dimri. He gets beat on the play. Wade Phillips worried. Start of the fourth. It's a 26-6 Denver lead, but not for long. 4th and goal. Blair Thomas. Wait, just stay. He got both feet in, but the problem was he needed to get in the end zone. He didn't do it, and Denver takes over on down. Jets get another shot. 1st and goal. 10:37 to go in the game. Johnny's Mitchell, tight end wearing the old number of Jerome Bockham, number 83. It's 26-13. Broncos defensive coordinator Charlie Waters worried because Rob Moore catches a touchdown, and the Jets are within 26-20. You know what's coming. Onside kick bounces into the hands of Rod Bernstein. So maybe not as running back today, but a big free agent pickup pays off recovering the onside kick. And the Broncos, Wade Phillips, congratulations, first win as a head coach. The Broncos beat the Jets 26-20. Elway had 269 passing. Boomer Esiason had 371 yards passing, 9 to Rob Moore. But the Broncos get the big lead and win on the road. Winning on the road, big news for the Broncos. When we return.
In the Dolphins' home opener, Dan Marino became only the 4th quarterback in NFL history to pass for over 40,000 yards, and his 57-yard touchdown pass to Keith Jackson in the first quarter gave Miami a 7-0 lead. But the Jets bounced back as Boomer Esiason found Rob Moore in man-to-man coverage. For the second straight week, Esiason passed for over 300 yards, and his 4th quarter touchdown to Pat Shafee secured a Jet win. Both teams are off this week with a bye.
Well, a team that certainly had its very rough beginnings, the Jets, 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 had not won any preseason games, looked bad last week and losing to the Denver Broncos. Most of them did until the second half. But they go into Miami. You figure trouble for them? Well, oddly enough, the Jets usually play very well in Miami. And even though it was September, the September heat of South Florida, the New Yorkers felt like it was air conditioned. Boomer Esiason joined with Marco Coleman. Boomer feisty. First quarter, Dan Marino throws behind Irving Fryer. But Fryer knifes backwards to make the catch. Marino entering the game just 262 yards short of 40,000. More on that in a moment. Marino over the middle to Kid Jackson. Oh, Nelly, it's a touchdown. 57 yards, 7-0 Dolphins at the end of the first quarter. Early in the second quarter, Boomer Esiason threw for close to 400 yards last week. He's going to have a star in number 85, Rob Moore, the leaping catch. Let's take another look. Beautiful play, wearing Wesley Walker's number. No wonder he's good. And Boomer calls his own number. The Boomer of him with a touchdown, and we're tied at 7-all. 5 minutes later, Boomer, play action, which he's so very good at, goes deep to Moore again. Moore caught 5 in the first half.
Yeah, and Rob Moore shows that innate ability that Wesley Walker had to get deep and get behind the defense.
After that, Esiason again goes play action. Fakes the handoff, rolls left to Fred Baxter. Fred Baxter with a touchdown. It's 14-7. 2 minutes later, Marino to Mark Ingram. Out jumps Eric Thomas. 25-yard touchdown. A good game, 14-all at the half. Second half at Joe Robbie Stadium, John Offerdahl had to leave with a shoulder injury. No word on how long that might be. Remember, he's missed so many games the last couple of years. The flea flicker. Thomas back to Boomer. To the diminutive what? Terrence Mathis. Down to the Dolphins. 25 sets up a Blanchard field goal. 17-14 Jets. Jets keep Marino off the field in the fourth. Johnny Johnson lumbers to the right side for 20 yards. Dan with the towel on his shoulder, the schmutz rag isn't going to help. Same drive. Boomer to Pat Chafee. Over the middle. 28 yards. Jets, Jets. They lead by 10. Marino, though, to Irving Fryer. Look at Irving cut back, get some blocks, and power down. Marino set a milestone, but it was Boomer Esiason again. And Bruce Cosley gets his first win this year, a much-needed win, I might add, as the Jets beat Miami 24-14. Boomer 323 yards today, which gives him almost 700 for the 2 games. He's gotten over 300 both weeks. As for Marino, 286 yards for Dante. That means he has reached hallowed ground. He's only the 4th quarterback to throw for over 40,000 yards. Sir Francis, Dan Fouts, Johnny Yu, and Dante. Congratulations, although I think Dan would have rather had the win. So each team ends at 1-1.
Figure of Bill Parcells was back in the familiar surroundings of the Meadowlands, site of his glory years with the Giants. But his new team, the Patriots, did nothing to rekindle championship memories. Parcells' Patriots were shut out through 3 quarters and could do nothing to shut down the Jets' Boomer Esiason.
Esiason back, looking right, now looks down the middle, throws down the middle, caught, touchdown, Thornton! A bullet pass to James Thornton.
In the first half, Esiason was a perfect 12 of 12 passing, and the Jets scored touchdowns on each of their first 5 possessions.
Here's the handoff coming around the left side, Mathis, 20-yard line, 10-yard line, 5-yard line, he's in, touchdown! Wow. Randall Cunningham and the Philadelphia Eagles looking in tonight and wondering, what are we going to face next week here at the Meadowlands?
The Eagles may indeed have their hands full this Sunday with a balanced Jets attack that moved the ball at will against the Patriots.
Nice handoff goes to Morrell, 30-yard line, 25-yard line, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Adrian Morrell racing on the right side, takes it all the way.
After dealing Parcells the worst loss of his professional coaching career, Boomer and the Jets can expect a bigger test from the Eagles this Sunday.
Oh, it's going to be a fun day today, guys. Oh, it's going to be a real good one today. Get that monkey off our back. Get rid of this AFC and NFC bull today. Oh, man. Do I know him? I'm tired of hearing about him. Ready to put that monkey to rest, man. Get that potato sack off of my head.
Same team, man. On a mission, baby. And heck with that 3-0 record. We 0-0 right now.
That's right.
New season.
Let's go.
Past don't mean nothing. It's only the present.
Go, baby.
The present controls the future.
Hey, we know what we got to do. Ain't no need to talk no more. I ain't got no pep talk. Nobody need no pep talk. They in the way of us going 4-0. We going 4-0. Do the job. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3.
The Eagles may have been intent on burying the pass, but the Jets were equally intent on burying the bird.
Throw, looks over the middle, fires the football to Johnny Mitchell for a touchdown.
A flawed Eagles defensive scheme ensured that Mitchell's first score wouldn't be his last.
Listen up here. You want to annihilate them? 19M. If they go over here to the slot. Hey, you see that? 19-0. You just go to 19.
Jets up 14-0 and just 12 yards away from making it worse. Esiason rolling left, being chased. Close to pass, wide open, Johnny Mitchell, and he walks in. Johnny Mitchell, the tight end, had nobody within 5 yards of him at the 5-yard line.
It ain't no surprise either. It ain't no surprise. It ain't no surprise. It ain't no surprise. Hell yeah, it ain't no surprise.
And the Eagles got themselves a big hole. Slot to the near side. Cunningham straight back. He's being chased. He starts to run up the middle. He throws the football down. Incomplete pass.
Oh, Randall's hurt. Randall's hurt. Randall's coming off with a limp, and the Jet fans are cheering. The Jet fans are looking to the left side of the Eagles bench where Oko Davis and David Price, the Eagles trainers, are working on Randall Cunningham's knee.
Man, this is unbelievable.
Cunningham was later diagnosed with a broken leg. And while Esiason and the Jets thought the Eagles might throw in the towel, Bubby Brister simply threw strikes.
Brister under center. Third down. He's back under a rush. Fires the pass. Complete to Bavaro. Leaps over a man.
Any momentum that score generated, however, was quickly surrendered.
Single sent back Blair Thomas. Play action. Esiason loops it to Johnny Mitchell running down the near sideline.
And Johnny Mitchell brought the pass, put on the brake, cut back to his right. 5 Eagles overran him. Then down the field, Wes Hopkins had a shot to make a tackle. He missed him, and Eric Allen missed him at the 4. And the Jets come up big. And the Eagles are back in a hole.
Field is on. AFC is the Jets.
Reports of the Jets' home field advantage proved premature.
We're going all the way.
Hey, Boda, we just got to keep working it. Just got to keep working it. That's all. Absolutely, man. You know? Hey, no doubt.
Double tight end. Single set back Walker. Brister fires over the middle. Complete to Calvin Williams for a touchdown.
Calvin Williams' score helped the Eagles tie matters, but a subsequent safety gave the Jets the lead. But not a sense of safety, as no lead seemed safe in this thriller.
Esiason play action. He's back. He's firing. And it's intercepted again on the far side of the field. Intercepted by Allen. Spinning at the 10. Out to the 15. The 20. Cutting to his left at the 25-30. Allen at the 40. Allen at the 45-50. 45-40. Eric Allen down the far sideline. Stepped over a man. He's going to go! Eric Allen! Eric Allen, but the miraculous return of an interception. And the Eagles take the lead.
The bubble has burst for Boomer Esiason. And the Jets come out with no points.
And that is some bad tackling by the Jets offense. You don't expect them to be tackling, but all of a a sudden, it goes from 30 to 28. Now it's 34-30 Eagles.
Eric Allen with an absolutely miraculous return. And now, is this the miracle of Meadowlands 3? This game should be in a museum. 4th down and 7. The Eagles can win the game if they stop the Jets from a first down on this play.
Hey, we can do it, baby. Let's go. First down, right here. First down.
4th and 7 from the Eagles' 28. Mathis in motion. Esiason back. He's rolling. Still rolling. He's looking. He's going to try to run. And he is banged out of bounds, and he won't get the first down. He won't get the first down. Byron Evans flattens him, and the Eagles are going to win this game.
Wow. Hey, Keith, way to go. What a super game, Keith. Super game, Keith. Hey, Eric, a super game. Damn it.
Take that to the bank. 4-0 and on the go. And it feels great. God, it feels good. Woo! I'm going to Disneyland. I'm going to Disneyland.
Here we go back on NFL primetime. Lots of green. The undefeated Eagles and the 2-1 Jets meeting at the Meadowlands. The Jets try to lower the boomer on the Eagles. What would happen at the Meadowlands? Let's see. As a couple of teams, well, with some lofty playoff hopes. A good crowd, nice day. Boomer Esiason and Randall Cunningham have been as good as any quarterback in the league the first month. Look at Boomer on the shape with a double. His left arm is still pretty golden, too. Chris Burkett for a first down. This time Burkett leaps to make another first down grab. Then Boomer on the swing pass to tight end James Thornton. 7-0 Jets. Jet. Boomer tries to throw to more tight ends, which means Johnny Mitchell. 14 yards. Touchdown. This guy's going to be a star. 14-0 Jets very early. Randall Cunningham, what we worry. We're down. We've been down all year. We come back. Play fake. Rollout. Ronnie Lotto is there. 61st career interception. That means the Jets are in business. Boomer avoids the sack, throws off his back foot to Johnny Mitchell. A touchdown. 21-0 Jets. That's right. I can't hear you as Clyde Simmons is irate. Kissing Jets. What happened on that play, Tommy?
This is known as a tight end fall stall where you see Mitchell here fake the roll block on Clyde Simmons right there, and while everybody is running across the field, he goes in the other direction. Great job, though, of Esiason finding him in all that traffic.
With the score 21-7, Randall trying to make something happen. Bad news, he tosses the ball down, but he comes up limping. His leg gets caught between a couple of Jets, between Marvin Washington, we'll take a look at it, and Scott Mercero. A fractured left fibula. We will tell you exactly what the story is after the highlights, but Randall had to go to the sidelines, and Bubby Brister came in. Bubby right away had a tough start. He called a timeout. Didn't really know the play. Victor Bailey in the wrong position, so they have to call another timeout. But Bubby was tough. The Bubby to Bavaro show. Mark Bavaro spent many a great year in the Meadowlands as a Giant. Comes back as an Eagle and a touchdown over Eric Thomas. 21-14 at the half. Conslett and Boomer going over the plays. Play action. Guess what? To Johnny Mitchell. He makes the move, and he could go all the way. Reminding the old Jet fans of Jerome Barkham and Rick Casta. 4 touchdown passes for Boomer, all to the tight ends. 28-14. Could the Eagles come back? Bubby to Calvin Williams. Yes, they could. 28-21. Late third quarter. Boomer has given the ball back to Philadelphia on 3rd and 10. Bubby fakes the draw, rolls, gets a good block, and tucks it in for the first down. Then, not pretty, but so what? We know Bubby is tough. He hangs in there. Bubby to Bavaro inside the 40. 3rd and 5. Bubby to Bavaro. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling into the 1. Vaughn Hebron gets the pitch. Yes, it's a touchdown, and we're tied at 28. Rich Kotite's team has come from 21 behind, Tom.
Yeah, and here you see Bubby Brister was called a safety. The referee ruled that his foot was in the end zone. You can see right there, it was not.
So, but it was called a safety, so 30-28 Jets. But Eric Allen, watch this play. He makes the spin. He makes the juke. He splits defenders. Boomer can't tackle him. He misses one guy. Now he could go all the way if he gets a block from Ben Smith. Off, and that's a clip. What a beautiful block by Smith. What a tremendous 94-yard return by Eric Allen, who goes all the way into the tunnel and sees Randall with the crutches. What a great sight if you're an Eagle fan. Well, not that Randall's on the crutches, but that the two of them are hugging after an interception. So, can the Jets come back now that they're down 35-30? Johnny Mitchell, 37 yards. And on 4th down, Boomer says we got to move. Looking for the first down marker. Byron Evans is there to make the stick. No first down. The Cardiac Eagles, as they were last year, 4-0 again this year. They've come from 10 back against the Pack, 10 back against the Skins, 21 back against the Jets. What a game, 35-30, as the Eagles come away with the victory. Now, we told you about Randall Cunningham. We spoke to the Eagles after the ball game. He has a fractured left fibula, which is a leg bone, in case you don't know the medical terms. No word on the surgery, when it will happen. Actually, wait a minute, we've talked to the Eagles doctor, and he said likely to require surgery. They'll take another look tomorrow. If it's surgery, 8 to 10 weeks. So not season ending, but certainly here we are in week 5. Enough of the season gone. So now that Philadelphia is going to have to go with Bubby Brister. But what they have is a spirit. It's kind of a us against everyone attitude. They counted us out. We lost all the players. And you got to like the way the Eagles have responded.
So let's talk a little bit about their coach and them being a reflection of Richie Kotite. He gets such a bad rap sometimes. 2 years ago, he loses Randall Cunningham in the first game of the season. For the season, they win double-digit games. He comes back the next year. Unfortunately, Jerome Brown passes away. He wins 11 games and does something Buddy Ryan could never do, wins a playoff game. This year, all we heard was the free agency market took everything that they had, took their spirit. They stand undefeated. Richie Kotite, pretty good coach.
Yes, I would say so, and the Eagles are 4-0, and if you like exciting games, just watch the Eagles game. Although they will miss Randall, it looks like, for up to 2.5 months.
Last week in Los Angeles, Jet coach Bruce Coslett seemed happy that Raider quarterback Jeff Hostetler was back in the starting lineup. Perhaps he knew something we didn't.
Play action, Hostetler back to pass. Pressure comes for the first time. He eludes it over to the right side, looks down the middle, floats it over into the flat, and it's intercepted after a deflection. Brian Washington down the sideline to the 45, to the 40. 30, he'll go the distance to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Brian Washington to the New York Jets.
Haas got the hook. The Raiders called upon Vince Evans, who appeared to pick up where Hostetler left off. Fortunately for the Raiders, Ronnie Lott dropped a sure interception and potential touchdown, the kind of play that opened the door to a dramatic L.A. comeback.
Second down and 8. Evans looks deep to the far sideline. He has a man open, and it's a catch out there by right. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
The 38-year-old Evans played like a 28-year-old in his prime. He threw 2 TD passes and engineered a last-minute drive that had the Raiders going for a game-winning touchdown instead of a game-tying field goal with 7 seconds left.
Evans now ducks under center.
Just going to dump
Big play coming up. Evans hands it off to Bell. Bell up the middle. Bell is over. Touchdown!
Up next for the Raiders are the Broncos and another Jeff Hostetler quarterback controversy.
To Raiderland. First half, Greg Robinson hammered by Lott, who had 7 tackles in the game. Second quarter, Jeff Hostetler, who made the start, coming off the sore ankle, picked off after it was tipped by Marvin Jones. Brian Washington, second interception of the game. He takes it in for the touchdown. The Jets led 14-0. Haas pulled. He was ineffective. Vince Evans, the 38-year-old backup, comes in. It was 17-0 Jets. Second quarter. And James Jett, the rookie from West Virginia, hauls it in. So the Raiders on the board. 247 yards passing for Evans and 2 scores. And look at this play from the aging quarterback. He gets away. Probably shouldn't have thrown this ball, but Ronnie Lott missed a chance to pick it. And then Boomer Esiason, as if he threw it in a net. It came right back at him, caught his own pass. Jets still held the lead, 20-17 in the fourth quarter, 32 seconds left. Evans with no timeouts, and watch the clock, hits Tim Brown around the goal line. The clock didn't start, so the officials ran it down to 7 seconds left for the win. They were 3 points down. They call a running play with no timeouts, and they pull it off as it's sweet for Vince Evans. Like an arrow through the heart for Boomer Esiason as Nick Bell scores the winning touchdown. The second oldest quarterback in the NFL. Evans takes the Raiders 72 yards for that winning drive.
With their AFC East rival Buffalo Bills in town, last Sunday marked a perfect opportunity for the hard-luck Jets to jump back into the division race.
Let's make the fans happy this week, baby. Let's make them happy. Rule New York, rule New York.
The Jets hadn't lost their spirit despite losing leads of 21 and 17 points in their last two games.
Well, we got a great day. You guys are looking good, too. You had some heartbreakers. Oh, heartbreakers, yeah. I tell you move the ball, it's almost awesome the way I'm seeing it.
We have our moments, and then we have our moments. You know how it goes. Hey, good luck to you. Have a good day. Good luck to you.
The game's opening drive was definitely one of those better moments for Bruce Kozlitz's Jets as they got the red carpet treatment over the length of the field.
Regular?
The Jets held the ball nearly 8 minutes before finding themselves at the Buffalo 1-yard line.
Cut it up. Okay, now we're gonna go regular 28, boss, this time.
Right, fullback.
Okay. Got to get that corner. Yeah. All right. And Brad will get it in.
When are you gonna send me Jumbo out there?
In a minute.
Okay.
You go ahead and go back out there and I'll get him ready. All right.
As planned, it was Brad Baxter who completed the 16-play, 80-yard drive.
Jets trying to get on the board. In motion is Mitchell. Handoff to Brad Baxter. Fighting for the end zone, and he is in there. Touchdown, Jets.
A very impressive drive by the Jets. We need about 5 more of those, guys. 5 more 8-minute drives, and the game's over, okay? I'm going to get greedy.
Once again, the Jets had built an early lead.
Oh, feel all right. Feel pretty good.
What should have made Kozlitz feel even better was the fact that Buffalo's normally well-oiled offense was allowing its own scoring opportunities to slip away all day. The Bills managed just 2 field goals in the first half, but a Buffalo defense that leads the league in takeaways soon took control of the game.
Back is Esiason. Looks down the middle. Throws. It's caught by Burkett at the 30. And he fumbles the ball. It's loose. It's bouncing inside the 10, inside the 5, and recovered at the 3-yard line by Buffalo.
What happened?
What was happening was another Jets collapse, and with New York clinging to a 7-6 lead, disaster officially struck in the third quarter.
The 39 of the Bills, the Jets with the ball, and Boomer wants to throw, and it is intercepted there. Picked off by Talley. He's down the sidelines to the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, and in for the touchdown. Darryl Talley now. Where was the pressure?
Bruce Smith. Smith went by Criswell, got into Esiason's face. He had to throw it early. Talley playing great defense on the receiver, cut in front of him, and just made the play.
Well, Darryl Talley goes 61 yards with his second interception of the season.
You guys can't be tired and we're dead. Get your ass off of the bench and let's go to work.
Once the Jets lost the lead, they lost their grip on any comeback hopes.
Back to throw goes Esiason, and he pops it into the air, and Bruce Smith got it. No! No! Yes, he got it. Bruce Smith made the interception. Do you believe it?
That was an incredible athletic play by Bruce Smith.
Smith's interception sealed another Jets defeat.
Let them get away from it, man.
We don't deserve it.
You're right.
The Jets' failure to hold a lead has been the hallmark of their season, while a rematch of Super Bowl 26 against the Redskins this Monday night may give the Bills a chance to open up the AFC East.
The Bills at the Jets, and oh, what a surprise. The Jets got the early lead. Boomer Esiason on 3rd and 10. Hits Terrence Mathis for the 12th of never for 12 yards. 3rd and 3. Boomer to Chris Burkett for 6. First down. 3rd and goal. Brad Baxter speeds out into the end zone. Touchdown. 7-0 the Jets. The Bills. Well, the Jets, you see, they converted on the 3rd down. Now, what do you do if you're the Bills? You give the ball to Thermal Thomas. Gets a block from Carwell Gardner from Louisville. Hits a touchdown. But the Jets, and more importantly, the refs, call holding. It's a field goal instead, 7-3. Jim Kelly to Thermal for 32 yards down to the 5-yard line. And then Kelly has his man, Tom.
Yeah, he goes here to Don Beebe, and you won't see this very often. Beebe dropping the ball. It looked like he almost thought he was trying to keep his feet in, had to keep running. All he had to do was stop, make the catch.
So instead of the touchdown, it's a field goal, 7-6. Buffalo moved the ball all day. They just couldn't score. Kelly, the Thermal. Look at the fancy footwork. He continues to be the best. A gain of 12. Buffalo threatens, but Kelly. Ball tipped at the line by Fraze. Brian Washington picks it off in the end zone. Returns it 30 yards. And again, the Bills are stymied. Somehow, Kelly and the Bills are trailing 7-6 in the 3rd because they just don't score in the red zone. But Walt Corey's defense, big plays playing. For example, here's one of them, number 56, Darryl Talley. He makes the pick, and he could go all the way. 61 yards, touchdown, 13-7.
Darryl Talley does a great job here of holding up the tight end, James Thornton, and he runs a better pattern than Thornton does. Gets the handoff set, makes a great catch.
Now watch Bruce Smith. Oh, line him up as a wide receiver. Marcus Patton with the hit, and look at the play by Bruce.
It's the athleticism of Bruce Smith. Look at him reach out, lay out the soft hands on the big man to make the interception.
And then it's Bruce Smith who knocks it out of Boomer's hands. Eventually, stumbling. Darryl Talley recovers. The Jets, well, they only led by 7. Bruce Smith and company shackled them after that first drive, and Buffalo up their mark to 5-1. They beat the New York Jets by the count of 19-10. The Bills outgained the Jets 413 to 237. Thermal had 184 yards in total offense. And Tommy, what we know here is that defense and also by Thurman Thomas. See what the Bills have. Big-time players still. It's not like the 3 straight Super Bowls. Okay, guys are getting old. The big play players continue to come through.
Well, another outstanding day by Thurman Thomas is what keyed him offensively, although the Buffalo Bills did not get in the end zone via their offense. You think about the big plays, Bruce Smith, Darryl Talley coming to the forefront, and I hate to say this because I know a lot of people don't want to hear it, but the way this team is playing right now, you're thinking that Buffalo, someone, Atlanta, January.
Yes, somebody is going to have to knock the Bills off.
Exactly right.
They continue to look the best in the AFC today. This is their first road game since early September, saving on the laundry bills than the per diem.
Last week, one of the quieter team owners, the Jets' Leon Hess, gave his team a rare pep talk. Did it work?
Well, you guys picked a good one to come to today, huh? It's going to be like a war today.
In this war, the Giants had already won hearts and minds. But the Jets didn't feel like invaders.
But this is our home stadium, though. We all know that, you know. It ain't no big deal. We'll take care of it. We'll take care of it.
The game's opening drive lasted over 10 minutes. For 18 plays on this drive, the Giants efficiently moved the football. But the 19th play would be another matter entirely.
Come on, Blue! Be smart! Be tough! 3-man backfield, full house, handoff, Kelvin Bumble, Jets recover!
play was there. Absolutely a huge hole, and Tillman just dropped it on the handoff. Nobody touched him.
Be alert for the game. Be alert for the run-through. All right? Guards pulling. Get your butt up in that hole and knock them out of there, okay? But let's push the damn pile and get it going.
The Giants' foot soldiers generated a 6-3 halftime lead. Then the big question was, could Boomer Esiason keep Lawrence Taylor and the Giants' defense off his back? LT has long been a burden for quarterbacks, but because of a sore hamstring, number 56 not only couldn't jump on Boomer's back, he was barely able to stay on the quarterback's tail. Esiason keyed an 18-play go-ahead scoring march that consumed close to 13 minutes of clock.
Giants have not allowed a rushing touchdown until now.
In 3 straight losses, the Jets have relinquished leads, but with bragging rights to the Big Apple at stake, they hung tough, especially when the Giants mounted a last-ditch assault on the end zone with 24 seconds remaining to play.
Giants and Phil Simms have one shot to get it in now. Nothing left after that. Simms has the ball. Simms is looking for help. Rolls left, throws end zone. Incomplete.
That's it.
Number 1 man, King of New York, baby.
The Jets are kings of New York, while the Giants travel to Dallas to determine who will be kings of the NFC East.
With the Giants has been ball control, doing everything perfectly, so who cares that Hampton's out? Lewis Tillman's been great. He fights for 6. The big fullback, Gerard Bunch, rumbles for 7. Then the change of pace back, Dave Meggett.
And look at that little Meggett run.
9-yard pickup in the opening drive of the game. Second and goal from the 1, but Tillman get out on the ball. Scott Mercer recovers from the Jets who dodge a bullet.
Yeah, Tillman, as he tries to take the handoff here from Simms, never gets control of the football, and Ronnie Lott makes sure he doesn't get a chance to get it back.
Yeah, he was all over today, wasn't he, Tom? Tillman's adventures continue in the second quarter. He appears at the fumble, and the Jets appear to recover, but the refs say he was down.
And the Giants may have gotten a break here. Very close call, but you can see right there the ball is out. Looks like Tillman's knees weren't on the ground yet.
Well, Tillman said, thanks for the gift. Now let me run with the thing. He goes off his own right tackle. He rumbles for 26 yards inside the 20. Giants get down to the 1. Could they score this time? The pitch to Tillman. It's a touchdown, but shades of the 70s for the Giant fans. There's a flag on the play. Holding. They have to settle for a field goal. So 28 minutes in the first half possession, but they only get 6 points, and that always haunts you, like LT does to everybody he plays. He's in the stands. He's everywhere. Boomer Esiason almost picked off by Greg Jackson. Keith Hamilton, what a find he's been for the G-men. A 3-yard loss. Kerry Blanchard, no, they don't even try the field goal because it would have been blocked. Louis Aguiar can't quite pick up the first down. He's nailed by Jackson. It's 6-3, the Giants of the half, but that's right where the Jets want to be, behind at the half. In the third quarter, Bruce Coslett, Boomer Esiason try a different attack. Esiason up top to Chris Burkett for 14. Esiason, yeah, he can still move after these years. Out-racing LT for 13 yards, Tom.
And I think this is definite proof that LT's hamstring is bothering him slightly. I don't remember the day when Esiason can outrun Lawrence Taylor.
No, neither does Boomer. Jets facing a 4th-and-1 decision time for the cause. A bunker mentality? No, they give it to Brad Braxton, but he's nailed by Carlton Bailey. Bring the chain gang out, and it's just enough for a first down.
Yeah, and you can see Carlton Bailey here did everything he could to prevent him from getting the first down. Came up just a little bit short.
And the drive continued. Brad Baxter rustles in from the 2. The first rushing touchdown allowed by the Giants this year. And the Jets have the lead 10-6. But uh-oh, the Jets have the lead. Did I say the lead? Yes, they do. Simms. Picked off by Ronnie Lott. These guys have had a history, although a lot of respect between the two of them. And Lott picked Simms off there. One last drive, 2 minutes to go for the Giants, still trailing 10-6. Simms to Easy Ed McCaffrey for 17 yards. Simms to the guy that makes the tough catches, Mark Jackson, for 21 yards inside the 10. On third down, number 97, Marvin Washington with a big pressure. So here it is, 4th down. The pass to the end zone, a tip. Ronnie Lott tips. Oh my goodness, the Jets, it was set up for them to fumble a lead, but they don't do it. The Jets defense stiffens, holds the Giants to just 2 field goals. Jets, Jets. They win at the Meadowlands, 10-6.
No team has tormented Don Shula more than the New York Jets. In Super Bowl III, Joe Namath handed him his most crushing defeat ever. And 21 times he has lost to them, more than any other team. Making history by making the Jets his NFL record 325th victim would be sweet indeed.
Let's go! All right, bring it around. Let's go.
It's a very interesting day today. Today could be 325 for Coach Shula. Thus, if he makes history, we make history. It's a good day.
He's the man, the myth, the legend. Never gonna be another Shula. We'll rock the house today, baby.
Jets have been a nemesis in Don Shula's side, so let's go get it today and have a lot of fun. Sit back, relax, enjoy another hard-hitting game because we're coming right there.
The Jets had won 4 of the last 5 against Miami and had handed Shula his only loss this year. Recent history continued. In the first game in 9 years, started by a pair of left-handers, Scott Mitchell was battered by a Jet defense that gave him no time to stand and deliver.
Let's get in there. Pressure, pressure.
This showdown was a carbon copy of the first. In week 2, Boomer Esiason used short passes to control the clock. And once again, he worked underneath to methodically move the chains. Late in the first half, the Jets were at the Dolphin 2, poised to take a 17-3 lead.
All right, playing tough now. Let's go. First and goal to go from the 2-yard line. 2 receivers left. Now in motion left is Mitchell. Here is Boomer rolling left. Throws. Caught. Touchdown, Mitchell. He just got in. Touchdown, Jets.
Go away, Glenn. Let's go. All right, this is what it's all about now. This is to see what we're made out of. We got to win this. We're going to ass off to get this 6-1. 6-1. We're not going to blow it here. These guys have had leads. They've blown it. Let's go. So we got to do something to make it happen. Right. We got to offense. We got the football. We got to score. Defense. We got to have takeaways. Let's go. Let's go.
The Jets were pouring it on, and Shula had seen it all before. He needed a big play from Scott Mitchell.
Let's go. Let's go. Heads up. You got to have that lead. You got to be running out the leader.
Finally, Mitchell connected with Irving Fryer on a less-than-frozen rope of a bomb that brought rain, and Miami to within 10.
Fryer makes the catch. 25, 20, 50.
If Shula was to make history this day, he'd need a ferocious fourth quarter from his defense.
Defense, take away.
Boomer back to pass on 3rd and 7 from the Dolphin 12. Throw to the end zone. Touchdown, Burkett. He reached up and grabbed the ball over Oliver's head. Touchdown.
Shula ain't getting tired. They won't get 325 today, baby. Not today.
For the 63-year-old legend, after 31 years of guiding his teams to the playoffs in 4 different decades, his 153rd loss was just another loss. Perhaps 325 will come this week when he'll meet the Eagles and his date with destiny.
I tried not to let it affect me personally. I tried to deal with it and get it out of my mind, and that's what I've got to do. I just got to, if and when it happens, it's going to happen, and I'll be very proud of it someday. But again, my responsibility is this football team and this year.
All right, the Dolphins and the Jets. Who's loved the airtime in the NFL? Don Shula. Not because he's on TV, because he's been more successful than anyone else. He's tied George Halas with 324. Today could be the record-breaking win if his Dolphins could beat the Jets at the Meadowlands. The Jets tried not to be a part of history. Miami went in 6-1. Their only loss earlier this year to the Jets. There's the man of the hour, Don Shula. Would tonight be the night? First quarter, Boomer Esiason. First matchup of lefty quarterbacks in the NFL in 9 years. Esiason against Scott Mitchell. And look at Boomer run. And then J.B. Brown didn't nail him, but hits him late. The Jets are upset. They get flagged to the Dolphins. Another 50. Browning Nagel and shoving. Boomer over the middle. Boy, is Johnny Mitchell a weapon at tight end. A touchdown, 17 yards. First touchdown pass for Boomer in 13 quarters, Tom.
Yeah, you watch Johnny Mitchell here, and this is a problem that the Miami Dolphins had all day. Look at the middle of the field and how wide open it is.
Mitchell takes advantage, got good speed in the end zone. Then another Mitchell, Scott Mitchell, had a tougher time. Marvin Washington with the hit. Then Boomer Esiason to the left side to Johnny Johnson. Then another screen to Johnny Johnson.
Yeah, and when you watch Johnny Johnson run with that straight up and down style, the legs up high, reminiscent of one Eric Dickerson right there, 6'3", 225 pounds, and strong.
Did you say strong, Tom? I think so. He barrels. This is one of the reasons the Jets got him. Barrels inside the 2. Then it's 10-3 Jets near the half. The Jets switch gears, put everyone in motion left. What do? Boomer goes left. Mitchell inside the flag, 17-3. Esiason and Mitchell's twice. The Jets fired up with Don Shula be denied, but you know that the Jets have had a tough time holding leads in the second half. Could Scott Mitchell rally the Dolphins? This is his first road start. The overthrow is his first time he was behind, except for the one pick he threw at Cleveland. Short. On third down in the same series, Mitchell, the old volley float. But guess who's there? Irving Fryer, slicing away from the Jets defense, 65 yards at 20-10. First play, fourth quarter. Esiason back to pass. Louis Oliver tips it, but in the hands of Johnny Mitchell. He could go all the way. But it's not his third touchdown of the day. Offsetting penalties, so it's a do-over. So Boomer says, all right, it's third down, we'll do it again. Kind of like an Eddie Money song. Got to go back and do it all over. Esiason to Rob Moore, first down. Another third down to Johnny Mitchell, first down. Another third down to James Thornton, first down. Another third down, Boomer to Chris Burkett. Plenty of time, plenty of mustard, a touchdown. 27-10, Jets, Jets. 3 touchdowns for Esiason. Career win number 22 for Bruce Kozlik, creeping up on Don Shula, who holds at 324. Don will have his day. The Dolphins have lost only twice this year, both to the Jets. It's the 21st time the Jets have beaten Shula. They have beaten him more than any other team. It's odd. They've had his number when he was with the Colts and the won Super Bowl. Walt Michaels, Joe Walton, they did well. For some reason, that's the way it works. The Jets win today. What we're seeing now, Tommy, is the Jets, people forgot, they've got some big play players. Mitchell, Esiason, Johnson, Moore.
And Boomer Esiason makes it all click. We saw that void that was left in the defense in the middle of the field by the Miami Dolphins all day. Boomer Esiason, the great play fake, that's where it creates the void. It holds the linebackers up. The DBs get too deep. Johnny Mitchell going to be a big target for him. Remember Rodney Holman, all those great years with the Cincinnati Bengals. Boomer did the same thing with him, sent him to the Pro Bowl.
The Jets.
The dog days of autumn have descended upon the Indianapolis Colts. Their defense can't seem to get its paws on anyone, and last Sunday this unit was hounded by Boomer Esiason.
Back to throw, this Esiason pump throws over the middle, and on the slant, Burkett makes the catch, bounces off a man, inside the 5, he goes into the end zone. He should have been tackled.
Esiason enjoyed his 6th sack-free game of the year as he threw for 2 scores to Chris Burkett. Then the Colts' tackling, which was doggone bad, allowed Johnny Johnson to produce a touchdown that was long gone good.
That is Johnson. He's got the first down. Breaks a tackle across the 50, the 45 to 40. He may go all the way. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5. He scored. He sidestepped both Ambrose and John Baylor and left them standing flat-footed at the 40-yard line. And the Jets have blown this one open.
This Sunday, the Jets seek to make it 4 in a row when they take on the Bengals, a team that might be guilty of assault.
Jets of the Colts. The Jets have won 2 in a row. 2 impressive wins against the Giants and against the Dolphins. But they have trouble with the Colts. Colts fans have seen the team bag it this year. First quarter, Esiason, plenty of time. Rob Moore, beautiful throw, beautiful catch down to the 1. Sets up a touchdown by Brad Baxter. 7-3 Jets, second quarter. Chris Burkett, some good running, good diving, touchdown, 14-3 Jets.
Yeah, here you watch Siapila Malamala at the top and Brad Baxter at the bottom as they pick up the blitz. Right there, gives Boomer Esiason time to deliver the football.
Malamala touchdown, 14-3 as Burkett drives in. Esiason's pass deflected, picked off by Jeff Herrod. Herrod, not the last Herrod, but the linebacker Herrod down to the 2, Tom.
Yeah, Ashley Ambrose here, very close to an interference. Wasn't called, doesn't count. Good turnover.
The Colts capitalize. Jeff George, play action to Kerry Cash. 2 Cashes scoring touchdowns, neither of them named Johnny. So, Bruce Coslin decides to let this Johnny Johnson, get involved. He dances for 12 yards. Colts thinking run, and who's better at play action than Boomer? Nobody. Cameraman fake, everyone fake, Colts fake, Burkett touchdown, 24-10.
You said it, Chris. You watched that play fake, even though the pass was deflected. Once he fools the front 7 like that, it's 6.
Well, Jeff George has had success against the Jets. He's 5-1 lifetime. And here, George is going to go to one of Bernie Kosar's old receivers, Reggie Foghorn Langhorn, down to the 20. Jesse Hastek down to the 9. Ed Marchibroda's team would score on a 1-yard run by Rodney Colbert's a 24-17 game. But the Jets respond. Well, I'll tell you what, Johnny Johnson, they were hoping he would find new life in New York. He's found new life. He's gone 57 yards, 176 yards. For Johnny Johnson, total 141 on the ground. They've got their back. And the Jets have vaulted big time into the AFC playoff picture as they up their mark to 5-4. First 3-game winning streak they've had in the Bruce Coslin era. Jets beat the Colts 31-17. Back to the AFC West.
Last week, the Jets harkened back to yesteryear by honoring Joe Namath and the team that upset the Colts in Super Bowl III 25 years ago. As an added tribute, the current Jets wore old uniforms and beat the Cincinnati Bengals the old-fashioned way, earning it with a conservative, up-the-gut game plan.
Down Jets. Brad Baxter with his 6th touchdown of the year.
Brad Baxter and Johnny Johnson scored both touchdowns as the Jets controlled the ball for 36 minutes.
Touchdown. Johnny Johnson cut it back and scored.
Boomer Esiason continued the reunion theme by seeking out a pair of former protectors on the Bengal offensive line. Considering Cincinnati has lost 10 straight, Boomer must be glad he won't be joining them when they face the Raiders on Sunday.
The Bengals and the Jets, that means Boomer would face his old mates. It also means the 25th anniversary of Super Bowl III. Broadway Joe was there. First drive of the game, the current Jets QB, Boomer Esiason, hits Chris Burkett for a 10-yard gain, and Esiason, the all-time leading left-handed passer, surpassing Kenny Stabler. Started the second quarter, Jets down by 3, third down. Boomer hits Johnny Johnson, who runs to the 20. Same drive, 3rd and 4. Boomer over the middle to Rob Moore for the first down. Then 3rd and 3, again to Moore for the first down. They missed the next third down, but on 4th and 1, Boomer sneaks it in for the first. Then Brad Baxter rustles his way to the end zone from 5 yards out. 7-3, Jets in the lead. Bobby Houston fired up. Good reason. That drive lasted 11 minutes, going 94 yards, 19 plays. David Shula knew his team was in trouble. Still in the second, Esiason hits Johnny Johnson. This one goes for 54 yards. He's finally brought down the Bengals 5. And how'd that play develop, TJ?
Well, this is a good call by Coach Coslin, and this is the matchup you want. J.J. on a linebacker in a dead sprint down the field. That's most times going to result in a big gain.
Well, there was one highlight for the Bengals. David Klingler lost it in the corner of the end zone. And watch Jeff Query. He's doing his job. His second touchdown in as many weeks. A great catch. Bengals within 7. Then 8 seconds left in the game. Jets have to punt. Louis Aguiar tries to run out the clock. He thinks there's no time left. But wait, look, there's a second left. The Jets are guilty of holding on the play. So the Bengals took the safety, forced the Jets to kick off. You know, Bruce wasn't happy about that. The last second took more than 5 minutes to play, but the Jets hang on 17-12 to win their 4th in a row. They haven't done that since '86. Boomer 17-26 for 192. David Klingler was sacked 4 times as the Bengals remain the only winless team in the NFL, 0-10.
They had that game with the P-men.
I knew you were going to bring that up.
Those old Jets uniforms, number 29.
It was great to see the helmets.
Turner, Mark Smolinski, number 30, Pete Lamons, number 87. I thought I was watching the old Jets of '68. But these Jets are doing quite fine.
Fenway has the green monster, Foxborough the gray. You decide which is more intimidating. All season, the Patriots have waited for the little Dutch boy to show up and plug the hole in their dam. He hasn't arrived yet, and Sunday the floodgates open, literally. With wind gusts reaching 68 miles an hour, staying on your feet was a chore, except for Leonard Russell, who marched through the muck for a career-best 147 yards. Overall, the football was about as inviting as the weather, unless you like lots of defense and no touchdowns. The Pats had a chance for a go-ahead score with just over a minute to play.
So back to throw. Fires over the middle. It is caught there by Timpson. Fumble! The Jets recover at the Patriots' 6-yard line. I don't believe it.
Can you believe the Jets go for their 6th straight win against the Colts this week in the Meadowlands?
Jets and the Patriots in a near monsoon. First quarter, no score. The wind playing tricks with everybody, which is why Kerry Blanchard's field goal from 33 yards was so impressive. He actually hit 2 in the game, 6-0 Jets leading at the half. But look at how rainy it got. How can Rob Moore catch this Esiason pass, let alone see it? Fourth quarter, Jets still leading 6-0. Scott Sisson from 28 yards out. A little mud. Did he get the ball? The kick was blocked. Marcus Turner saying, Leon, let everybody stay away from that thing. 2 more misses for Sisson today. Fourth quarter, the Jets try and dig in. Last gasp for the Pats. Bledsoe complete to Michael Timpson. But he's stripped by Lonnie Young. Brian Washington recovers, and Parcells says, you guys are killing me. 6-0 the final. The last team the Jets shut out was the Baltimore Colts back in 1982. The Patriots now have lost 6 straight, and you can't blame the defense. In the last 5 games, they've allowed an average of just 11 points per game, but the Patriot offense, even Parcells would admit you're not good. They've scored a total of 36 points in 5 games. The Patriots host the Bengals in 2 weeks. That game could decide the first-round draft choice.
Washington's win was its first in 4 weeks and sets up a Saturday meeting with the Jets, who may have had the door to the playoffs slammed shut on a windy afternoon in the Meadowlands, where the best catch of the day was made by offensive right tackle Siupeli Malamala.
You want a robo flat or a robo hammer? Robo hammer. Yeah, let's go robo hammer. Okay.
On this +3 day, it would take Robo Cop to handle the football. The only offensive play over 20 yards the entire game was made by number 87, Chris Burkett.
Coming out of the cross. He breaks the tackle. He's to the 40. He's shoved out of that.
But the Jets sidelines celebrated prematurely. New York never got in the end zone all day, and a precarious 6-3 fourth quarter lead was wiped out by a pair of Colt interceptions.
Ball squirts up in the air, juggled, and picked up. A diving interception by Buchanan.
Theft number 1 led to the tying field goal. Theft number 2 to the winning kick, aided by a devastating penalty.
Esiason looks left side, throws deep down the left side, and it's intercepted. The ball at the 50-yard line, coming back across the field is Daniel. Daniel makes a move, now hesitates, stutter step at the 40, turns it up the field, and is out of bounds.
And Mala just hit him late. It's a 15-yard penalty. A stupid play by Mala.
An unbelievable judgment error by Mala.
How are we supposed to know that he's out of bounds? How are we supposed to know that he's out of bounds when he's tightrope walking the sideline?
I don't know how far he was out, Coach. From over here, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell how far.
I'd like to talk to Bernie, okay? I want to talk to him. The time is out. I want to talk to him. Will you please go get him for me? How can you call a late hit when the guy's tightrope walking? How's my guy supposed to know?
Coach, that guy hit him almost out of the UI.
Okay,
there were 3 guys.
Will you look at the film and give me a call next week?
We'll look at the film.
Okay, would you? He's tightrope walking and you call it.
5 seconds to go in the game. A 6-6 tie, and a pall of disappointment is floating over the field now because Dean Biasucci is going to try and put his team on top.
Come on, block it! Let's go!
There's the snap, the placement, the kick is on the way, and it's good! It's good! Dean Biasucci nails a 38-yard field goal, and the Colts lead 9-6, winning their third 9-6 ball game of the year. Unbelievable.
The Jets' 5-game winning streak came to a jolting end with the team unable to score a touchdown against the defense that ranked dead last in the league. Now, to survive for the playoffs, their probable task, starting with Washington on Saturday, is to win 3 of their final 4 games.
The Jets and the Colts. All right, Super Bowl III, it's not. But the Jets had won 5 straight, and they were dreaming of maybe a trip to a game like the Super Bowl. And if they were to dream it, they had to make sure that they beat the Colts for the 2nd time this season. This one was in the wet Meadowlands, so the Jets getting used to playing in the wet. And last week was at Foxborough. This time was at the Meadowlands. So could the Jets beat the Colts for the 2nd time this season? That was the question that we've been asking for a while. And the Jet fans wanted to see who could catch the ball. Boomer Esiason. Blair Thomas playing for Johnny Johnson who had a rib injury, and it showed. Blair was rusty, which is apropos in the rain because he was even more rusty when he just couldn't handle onto this one. Then Esiason and Rob Moore have been a big target this year, but Moore having a rough day, Tom.
Yeah, Chris, a reoccurring theme on the day, New York Jets receivers dropping the football in open territory.
The Boomer 8 of 20 in the first half, although he had 6 dropped on him. 3-3 last second of the first half. Look at Louis Aguiar. If Esiason can't do it, I will. He does a Garrow, actually changes hands, a good throw. I mean, not bad. At least it had a shot. Kaz says what it is. We're tied at 3 at the half. Third quarter, Esiason tries to get things going. This time to Chris Burkett. Plenty of time. Burkett on a crossing pattern makes a nice burst past Radicic, and then fools Jason Belzer, and Burkett could go all the way. But he doesn't. Knocked out of bounds by Ray Buchanan. Would be a big play. Big play by Buchanan. Hold the Jets to a field goal on that drive at 6-3 against Ted Marchibroda's Colts. Game tied now at 6-all in the fourth quarter. Just under a minute and a half to go. Still tied at 6. Esiason looking for Johnny Mitchell, but Eugene Daniel, my brother, you are older than me, makes the pick, dances, looks to go forward, looks to go backward, looks to go forward, does so. Nice return. Late hit by Ciapelli Malamala.
Yeah, Malamala definitely made the hit out of bounds here and just managed to put the Colts 15 yards closer to a field goal.
A costly play, no matter how you pronounce it, Tom. It was a penalty. And Dean Biasucci, it's up and it's good! 38-yarder. The Colts, who looked horrible on Monday night. They had lost 4 in a row. Boomer and the Jets had won 5 in a row. You figure it out. The Colts beat the Jets 9-6. This is a Colts team that last year against the Jets played 6-3 and 10-6 games. Have also in recent years won 10-8, 6-0, 9-5. Today they win at 9-6. If they keep it in single figures, oh, those Colts, they're always so dangerous, Tom. Did the Jets assume too much the, quote, easy schedule they were going to roll the 9-4? You think they took too much for granted today?
Well, I think a combination of two things. A lot of times you find out how valuable a guy is when he's missing from your lineup, and I think today the Jets found out how valuable Johnny Johnson is to them. The onus was put on Blair Thomas to carry the running game, and it was almost non-existent, and then Boomer Esiason was not helped along by the numerous drops. It seemed like a situation where they won 5 games in a row. You start thinking you're a little better than you are, and then you're brought back to reality by a loss like this.
Yeah, they've got Washington next week, and then they have 3 tough games to close it out. So the Jets, the winning streak is gone. And I tell you what, the Colts, as we go inside the numbers, this is amazing, Tom. I mean, the Colts have only won 4 games all year, but 3 of them are by the same score. You got to be kidding. If it's 9-6, dial in the Colts over the Bengals, over the Pats, and over the Jets. That 23-10 win over the Browns, obviously an aberration.
Listen, Boomer, don't open your club face or you'll slice every drive. Unfortunately for Bruce Coslett, his game plan was one horrendous shank.
Oh, my. The snap, and it surprised Aguiar, and it's covered now.
The Jets and Redskins displayed a duffer's touch, and this pretty play was a rarity in a game that showcased this spotty NFL season at its worst. The Redskins were shut out for the first time in 12 seasons, and for the 3rd straight game, the Jets failed to score a touchdown. The Redskins' futility led to a 3-0 Jets victory, which kept their playoff hopes alive. And in a cover-up that would have made Oliver North and the men from Iran Gate proud, every scrap of evidence that proved that this game was ever played was picked up and destroyed.
Concluding the so-called soft portion of their schedule, a visit to RFK. Johnny Johnson back in the lineup, 32 carries, 155 yards. Helped set up this. Carrie Blanchard, 45-yard field goal. You know, for showing you field goals, wasn't a whole lot of scoring. That would be the last time we would see him today. Roger Duffy, the snap. Louis Aguiar, the holder, not ready. They blow that. Washington, not real good either. Rich Gannon. The misconnection on the shovel pass with Reggie Brooks, a sign of how the day went for Washington. Arguably one of the worst performances by a team that won a game in a long time. The Jet offense, plenty of yards, not a whole lot to show for it. Their special teams, horrendous. New York has now failed to score a touchdown. 14 quarters, but they'll take it. They remain in playoff contention. The Redskins just remain. That Jet...
Cowboys, who last Saturday coolly strode into the cold Jersey Meadowlands and iced the playoff berth.
At the Jets 42, Aikman straight drop, set, deep ball down the right sideline for Irvin. He caught it to the goal line. Touchdown! Touchdown, Cowboys!
Troy Aikman's spectacular strike to Michael Irvin broke a 0-0 second quarter deadlock before the Cowboy defense broke the game wide open for good.
They are 3rd and 4 at the 27. Esiason 3-step, throws to his right. Kevin Smith intercepts the left sideline. 20, 10, touchdown. Kevin Smith, the first Dallas defensive score of the year.
Up next for the Jets are the Bills.
Over the Jets. Jets offense not clicking yesterday. Rob Moore stripped by Kevin Smith. 9 turnovers yesterday, 4 of them by the Jets, and even the squirrel could get in the end zone. But the Cowboys got there too. Just before the end of the first half, Troy Aikman finds who else? Michael Irvin from 42 yards out. 7-0 boys. Bruce Coslett feeling the cold inside the Meadowlands. Cowboys built a 14-0 lead. Another Irvin touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Then Kevin Smith intercepts Boomer, takes it 32 yards, 21-0 Cowboys. And Smith finds a few good men in New Jersey. Jets finally do get in the end zone in the 4th. Brad Baxter rustles his way in from a yard out. The Jets' first touchdown in 17 quarters. Ronnie Lott wishes playoff-bound Dallas and Aikman Good luck. 28-7 is the final. Despite the Emmitt Smith holdout and starting 0-2, the Cowboys.
The Jets in the Astrodome, where the conditions will be much cozier than the ones New York faced last Sunday.
Game day program here for the coldest game in Buffalo Bills history. It's a game day program here. Ooh, is it cold out here today? Enjoy the game. More than that, stay warm, because I'm freezing.
Good afternoon, everybody. Well, the Arctic Circle has nothing on western New York today. The wind chill is about 35 below zero here at Rich Stadium in Orchard Park as the Bills and the Jets get ready to battle again in brutally cold conditions.
I found my seat, but I've had to clear out all this stuff. Look at this. Is that unbelievable? I want to do one thing. I want to slap the fool who brought this damn team up here. That's what I want to do. I was chairman of the committee that built the stadium back in 1967. Tell you, nice place for a summer home. I don't know about a winter home, though.
It could have been worse. The snow is just missing us, they tell me. It's just to the south of it somewhere. That's probably good.
See the stands up here? Look at some of the seats. Get them uncovered.
I'll be surprised there's 25,000 here.
Oh, your parking lot's packed.
They what?
Your parking lot's packed.
Is that right already? They're amazing if they do, then.
They'll be out here.
They really are.
It takes more than sub-zero wind chills to keep Buffalo's hardy fans away. More than 70,000 filled the frigid seats and watched the Bills march to a score on their opening possession.
And throwing on a pitch or throw Carwell Gardner. He drives, he again, and he fumbled in the end zone, and he tries to leap on the ball. Let's see how they rule it. He had crossed the plane of the goal line. It will be a touchdown. All he had to do was break the plane, and he fumbled the ball in the red. And so the Bills have scored on a spectacular 71-yard drive into the win.
After Thurman Tallis and the Bills nearly let their first scoring opportunities slip away, the Jets came back and showed they had a firm grip on their game plan. Get the ball to number 39, Johnny Johnson, who cut through the icy air for 175 yards of total offense. Johnson's score helped the Jets build a 14-13 lead and had them reveling in their ability to move the ball in the brutal conditions.
We're not cold. We're happy. We're happy. That's right. Woohoo! Sit down there for a minute. Look up there. Hey, that's a terrific job. That's a terrific job. It's good over. Just relax a little bit. I know you are. Hey, I know you're trying. Hey, I'm not mad at you, man. Relax. You can do it.
The bone-chilling temperatures eventually turned the game into a battle of bone-jarring defense. But when the Jets fell behind 16-14, it came down to kicker Kerry Blanchard, who hoped to avoid his third miss of the day with just under a minute to play.
The put down, the kick is up, and it is no good. He missed it to the right, and the Bills, they prevail here and win the AFC East title for the 5th time in 6 years.
Their division title in hand, the Bills can clinch home field throughout the playoffs with a win this Sunday in Indianapolis.
Back here on NFL Primetime, not much shuffling in Buffalo on December 26th as the Jets and Bills prepared to play the coldest game ever at Rich Stadium, an awful cold place. It was 9 degrees on the thermometer. Wind chill was 28 below. For the Bills, they're trying to win the AFC East for the 5th time in 6 years, and oddly enough, for the 4th time, if they could do it, it would be against the Jets. But the Jets are no easy task for them, especially since the Jets, too, were in a playoff hunt of their own. And here we go from Buffalo, where how cold was it? Whatever you had in the top drawer, bottom drawer, in the trunk, bring it out. It was 28 below wind chill. Jim Kelly, screen pass to Kenneth Davis. Was not going to be a day for the long passing. Look at KD, cut back, and he almost scored before he's knocked out of bounds inside the 5. And first and goal, the pitch to Thurman Thomas. Gardner with the block. He cuts in. It's a fumble, but they call it a touchdown. Good call on that, Tom.
Yeah, a big break for the Buffalo Bills. Mo Lewis did a great job of stripping Thurman Thomas right there at the 1-yard line. You see the ball coming to loose. Was not called a fumble, called a TD instead.
For the Jets, this argument was a lost cause. As they're down 7-0, they left them with a touchdown. Johnny Johnson had a big day. He rumbles for 16 yards. That sets up Esiason to Johnny Johnson. Picks up lots of yards, 24 yards for a touchdown, and we're tied at 7-all. The Jets' first touchdown pass in 6 games, and it happens when it's 28 below zero. You explain it, Tom.
The beauty of the play is the quickness with which Esiason turns and spots Johnson as the outlet receiver on that play.
Bill's trying to warm up, fans. Showing off his Christmas sweater, I guess. 13-7 Bills, third quarter. Boomer to Johnny Mitchell. Look at the tight end. Make the move on Darryl Talley and pick up 20 yards.
You know, in this kind of weather, the thing as a linebacker, you can't get your footing there. Darryl Talley slides right by Johnny Mitchell. Johnny Mitchell goes for the extra 10, 15 yards.
Same drive. The Jets down 6. Boomer to Terrence Mathis. It's the 12th of never, but it's a big catch. That's up. Second and goal from the 7. Boomer to a former Buffalo Bill, Chris Burkett. He skates into the end zone. 14-13 Jets. They're holding onto the ball. Pete Carroll's defense trying to do the job. And Ronnie Lott, well, he's been doing the job for a dozen years. Here's the knurl of Billy Brooks. Brooks down for a while, got back in. Marv Levy looking for his offense to move the ball. 14-13 Jets, 3rd and 11 in the fourth quarter. The dump to Thermal Thomas. And he warms up for a first down. Glenn Parker with a big block, number 74. From 40 yards out, it sets up a field goal by Steve Christie. 16-14 the Bills. Osler and Esiason talk over the final drive. 2nd and 15. Johnny Mitchell over the middle for 16 yards and a first down. 2nd and 10. Johnny Johnson off right tackle. First down. Marv Levy having glove trouble. Gary Blanchard having field goal trouble. Bruce Coslet on 3rd down. What's the call? Johnny Johnson runs wide, and he's stacked up, which means Blanchard got to come in the wind, in the cold. He's missed 2 from 42 yards. It's up, and it's no good. It's no good. The Bills celebrate their 5th AFC East title in the last 6 years. The Jets again play well enough to win, but they don't. Buffalo wins it 16-14 in a day surprisingly so cold. The teams combined for close to 500 yards passing. 6 straight playoff berths for the Bills. The Jets still alive, but they need help. Away. As for the Bills, Jets, we've seen this in the Jets before, haven't we?
Well, I think the Jets did a lot more to lose the game than the Bills actually did to win the game. And when you consider the last call that Coslet made from scrimmage, the 3rd down and 3 call, looking at a 42-yard field goal in sub-zero temperatures, that's much more like a 52-yarder for a kicker. And he had to make a call where he was either going to get yardage or place the ball more into the middle of the field. I think it's questionable, and I think that he'll look back on it and be second-guessed by everyone.
Well, he will, and the Jets are still alive. But the Bills win the East, and they know they could still be 1, 2, or 3 seed, depending on what happens to the end.
Buddy Ryan looks like a kindly old grandfather and has a right hook to match. However, the facts are that this grumpy old man can coach defense. The Jets' offense was shut out and their playoff dreams crushed by Ryan's assaulting 46 defense. On offense, the Oilers used the passing of reserve quarterback Cody Carlson and the devastating blocks of its offensive line to roll up 24 points. Gary Brown, number 33, scored twice as the Oilers stretched their winning streak to 11 consecutive games. While the Oilers were building up a head of steam for the playoffs.
And as we review the newswire, clearly the story of the week, the unscheduled Houston bout. Ryan versus offensive coordinator Kevin Gilbride. A day after the incident, Gilbride was contrite.
I'm embarrassed by what took place, and I can only assure you that nothing in the future will detract from my preparation or my efforts to contribute to the Oilers' effort to get to the Super Bowl.
Ryan wouldn't discuss the fisticuffs other than this response to a reporter's question.
Buddy, what do you think about the strategy in the first half?
I think actions speak louder than words.
Early on, Warren Moon was sitting for this game with the injured rib. The commander, Cody Carlson, and his lost planet airmen. That's Ernest Givens. Moon and company applaud the 7-0 lead. Second quarter, Carlson, the screen to Gary Brown and his band of renown. Fakes Lonnie Young. Jets can't tackle. Touchdown, 14-0 Buddy, happy with the offense. Would he continue to be happy with the offense of Kevin Gilbride? Well, when the Oilers look for more points with 30 seconds to go in the half, Bill Pickel recovers on the fumble, and Buddy and Gilbride, they go at it. A left to the face and a right to the jaw. And they separate, and they're taking a standing 8. Meanwhile, back to the game, Gary Brown runs through the Jet defense. Here's a guy that didn't play the first 6 games of the year, has 1,000-yard seasons in 10 games. Boomer, Ronnie Lott, well, they got their wish, but they couldn't deliver. The Oilers, the 3rd best winning streak to end the season in the history of the NFL, 11 straight. The undefeated Dolphins of 72 and the 34 Chicago Bears. They're the only ones better. Oilers get a playoff bye as they beat the Jets 24-0. They'll be home in the second round of the playoffs.